Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel, everyone. Lanny, Bert, the Dividend Diplomat. Everybody, we invested over $3,000 in the stock market last week. In this video, we're going to tell you about each of the individual dividend stocks and ETFs that we purchased to hit that big milestone.
Guys, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and make sure to like this video. Give it some love here because, guys, we're about to dive into literally deploying over $3,000 into dividend stocks over the past week of June 13th through June 17th. Guys, you're probably watching this video, a little bit later in the week, I believe on June 23rd. But guys, we're going to dive in because we've got a lot of dividend stocks here to cover. Bert, do you want to kick us off?
That's right. I can kick us off during what was this wild week of investing where the stock market closed below 3,700, the S&P 500, Fed announced that 75 basis point increase in that. Still, you gave the market a nice little bump up there on that Wednesday, but still it was just came right back tumbling down on Thursday and Friday. Yeah, and that's where we took a little more cash from the sidelines, moved it into the market, which is why we need to get going on these purchases, everybody, because you're absolutely right, Lanny. There are a bunch of stocks on both of our lists.
And Bert, you were buying a lot of high quality stocks. Obviously, I was deploying even more so into ETFs, as well as a few big companies. Hey, even chipping in a couple over to a smaller company I've been buying. So Bert, let's rip it right here. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Weekly purchase for us. We know it by now. Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol JNJ. We each added one share each. The beginning of the week, we grabbed it at 170.08, adding $9.04 total to our dividend income between my wife and I. The yield on this purchase was 2.66%. So Johnson & Johnson dipping down below 170 once again when we were just buying it in the mid to high 170s just a few weeks ago.
And if you guys haven't noticed in the investing world, Bert bought them on Monday at 170. They're pretty much trading still at 170, a hair below 170, I think in the 169 range. So guys, dividend stocks quality doesn't get knocked around as much as the rest of the market. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, so that was our weekly purchase. We started off with the same week. We're on our journey to 100 shares each of Johnson & Johnson by adding one share every week. We're in the high 70s now, so we got another 20 plus weeks to go. Kick it back to you, Andy. Why don't you talk about your weekly regular purchases?
All right, guys, got the hat on, rocking the Vanguard hat because there's going to be a lot of Vanguard to talk about here. So you guys do know, again, I know it sounds boring, but this is boring can be great during volatile time periods. We've been buying VYM each and every week since July of 2020. So my wife and I each grabbed two shares, at the beginning of the week. I grabbed them at $104.06, yield of 2.98%. My wife grabbed two shares at $103.51. That's son of a No, I'm kidding. But she grabbed two more shares at, 103.51 at 2.99%. So they're right at that 3% mark. But I wasn't done, because as soon as she grabbed it at that price, I actually grabbed another share at $103.51. And then later in that week, I actually bought them three more times because, guys, Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF VYM actually went below 100. I bought them again at the end of the week at $100.64. Bought them again at $99.99, and then I grabbed another share at $99.88. So in total, into VYM, we deployed a grand total, as I calculate this out, of $819 into VYM, adding over $24, almost $25 in forward dividend income at a yield of probably over 3% on VYM. It's back, baby.
That's right, seeing you grab it below $100 per share once again. Got a clap right there. Fantastic stuff, Lanny. Everybody, though, here's the funny part. You weren't the only diplomat that bought VYM this week. Now, were you? We joined the party on that Monday the 13th. I had some money in an account that actually held VYM sitting there. So I saw the fall. I obviously didn't get it on those big the 16th prices that you had, Lanny, where it was below 100. Still though, I was pretty pumped to grab 3 shares of VYM myself on June 13th at 102.89, throwing in 308.66 right there in that high dividend yield ETF, adding $9.30 right there. So for wow, it's been a while since both of us grabbed VYM in the same week.
Yeah, wow, nice job bringing it back. And guys, let's keep on the Vanguard topic because I've been buying Vanguard's S&P 500 VOO each and every day, $50. So you guys do know, that would be 250 in a given week. Well, there were 2 days where I chipped in an extra $50. So I added $350 to VOO because guys, if you don't want to single out an individual stock, you just want to grab the entire stock market. VOO is a great option to choose. So guys, I did actually add finally over 1 share this week, 1.01818 at an average price of 343.75. So the last couple of weeks, it's finally come back down. And these are actually at, lows again, more than 52-week lows that they've been setting, almost every day this past week. Average yield was about 1.61%, adding $5.65.
Fantastic. All smiles here. Just keep it going. Keep that strategy alive. And I love how you do the extra chip ins every few days. When it makes sense, you see it, you're feeling it. Just throw $50 more at the strategy. Love it. I can take it back here, Lanny. I also had, I just had a lot of very small purchases this week. So I have Monday on June 13th. I'm just going to knock out a few other small purchases we had there just to kind of round out some positions we own. All of these companies have popped up here and there on our watch list and our previous purchase videos too. So keep an eye on them. That first one there, Qualcomm on the 13th, we grabbed it at 128.31, adding $3. And the time it was a yield of 2.34%. Interestingly, though, Lanny, this one should also be a company that I should be keeping an eye on here too, because they're now trading around 120. So it's a position we keep targeting building. So in addition to those two stocks that we talked about in the last video, should also be keeping my eye on Qualcomm here and just keep adding 1 share at a time as it keeps going down.
Buy it, man. Buy another share. You better have bought a share. By the time this video, hopefully Bert's grabbed a share, guys.
We'll find out in the next purchase video the subsequent week. All right, so two of the other companies here, Starbucks. We love Starbucks right now. We've been grabbing them like crazy. On that 13th, we grabbed 1 share at 72.50, adding 196 at a yield of 2.7%. Nothing crazy, but again, we just keep chipping away, keep adding 1 more share of Starbucks every time. It's kind of like our own mini Johnson.
One more.
Yeah, just keep it going. And then finally, it was funny the amount of cash I had. I had about a little over $47 in an account from dividends that weren't reinvesting in a stock. That's a story for a different day. I noticed, you know what? Why not just throw it in Provident Financial Services, ticker symbol PFS? It's a community bank that Laney and I have been adding and building our position to over the last year plus. Love the bank, strong balance sheet, strong equity, strong dividend because it's yielding 4.43% at the time of the purchase. So we grabbed 2.172 at a price of 21.68, adding 47.09. I just liquidated all the cash that was in that account, threw it in Provident Financial Services, and couldn't be happier.
Nice job. Wow. Yeah, that was definitely a lot of stocks.
Yep.
You're just deploying capital, adding income. If you guys remember the last purchase video from last week, I bought a share of UPS at 188. Well, guess what? On June 13th, I bought another share of UPS, United Parcel Services, the big brown truck. They're staying busy out there delivering packages, that's for sure. And it also helps they increased their dividend earlier this year by about 49%. But I bought 1 more share. Instead of at 188, I got it at $170.80 at a yield of 3.56%, adding over $6 in forward income there. Bert, I know you've got 3 other big hitters, so why don't you take away the next one?
All right. So the next one, this shouldn't be a surprise to too many people. It was one of those 2 stocks that I just featured here on one of our latest videos that I'm still buying, still adding. It's Dividend King, Stanley Black & Decker, ticker symbol SWK. continue to build my wife's position in that stock. We're closing in on 20 shares total for her, and we're going to keep on building it. We're going to keep on growing that position. On the 16th, on Thursday, when the market really took a beating after that Fed announcement, added 3 shares at $169. Cost basis of 302.07, adding $9.48 to our income. What's crazy, their dividend yield, Laney, was 3.14% at the time of the purchase. So we've been
Stanley.
yeah, we've been averaging down on our position on Stanley Black and Decker. We love it. Dividend King. I know been some comments on our latest video. They are going through some things now. They have a new CEO. They have a new person running it there. They got some issues to work through, but you know what? Long term, I love the Dividend King. Not the first time this company's run into issues, but they've grown their dividend throughout that time.
Quality, high quality. They've been through it all, guys. So that's take note of what Bert just did there. He is buying a stock that rarely ever trades at this level. So congrats, Bert.
Sure. Thank you, Lanny. You want to kick it back to you here, or you want me to keep on going?
Nope, I'll run through the next one here. I bought a nice Dublin, Ohio-based company. I've been buying them a lot this year. Bought another share, one share of Scott's Miracle Grow, ticker symbol SMG, because they dip below $80 a share, and I was just like, all right, one share at $79.82, added $2.64 because it's now at a yield of 3.31%.
It's wild. It's without their special dividends too, which makes it even crazier.
What's even crazier is they're below $77 now.
52 weeks ago, they were trading at 196.78. It's a slope down in their stock chart when you expand out over 52 weeks. So
yeah, it's okay. Guess what? They've been through a lot themselves, and I look forward to seeing what they'll do in the future.
amen, Lanny. Same thing. They're right back to you. Congrats. So you know what? We'll bring it back now over here. The other company from that watch list video, Citicorp, ticker symbol C. Get that CC going here for the Cavs. We got Citibank twice for my wife. We actually bought them on Monday the 13th at 46.85. We grabbed 3 shares then on the 16th we grabbed them again, 2 more shares at 46.17. In total we added 5 shares of Citibank, $232.87. The forward income was $10.20 and an average yield of about 4.4% here.
Wow. So you're buying them in the 46 range, which is about where they finished off for the week. So are you going to keep adding possibly?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, price to book, we covered a lot. I mean, I don't want to go too much into it. We talked a lot about it in that last video, why trading it screaming undervaluation. Buffett's bought 3% of the company there too. He's investing in it. The company's moving forward to bring their technology forward, slimming down, focusing on their core business. I like Citigroup. There are plenty of other great banks out there too. So everybody, this is just one of the banks. There are plenty of other great ones too to consider.
Too big to fail, but let's slide it back to me on 2 other stocks, or 1 stock, but about 2 shares. If you guys remember, I actually already built out 100 shares into Jackson Financial, ticker symbol JXN, but wow, they really dropped over 10% in stock price. So I was like, you know what? Let me grab 1 share at $28.25. And then I grabbed another share of them at $27.95, added $4.40 to my forward income. And the yield was pretty much on average around 7.83%.
Wild. That's absolutely wild. Their yield's that high right now. Like so many
companies. 2 weeks ago it was yielding barely 6%. So the fact that they're now juicing up closer to the 8% is a little wild.
Love it. Just keep adding, keep lowering that cost basis, keep building it. You're gonna love those dividends when those dividend checks come in. That's for
I already did just get one actually, and the reinvestment was pretty nice. But Bert, you've got one more dividend aristocrat, so I'm gonna throw you that knuckleball.
TROW price. Thanks, Tim Wakefield, for throwing that knuckleball over here. We grabbed TROW price on Tuesday, June 14th at 108.52, adding $4.80 to our forward income at a yield of 4.42%. TROW price, Franklin Resources Group, ticker symbol BEN, are just getting hammered right now in the sector, offering some nice dividend yield. One of my friends was actually reaching out saying he wants to start building TROW price, his position in it. So I just said, you know what, you buy one, I'll grab one with you on this day. So we each grabbed 1 share at that price.
Keeping it fun, buying a boring stock, but keeping it fun, guys. So in total, over the course of this week, I dropped my wife and I, we dropped $1,475.98, adding $43.57 at a yield of 2.95%.
And my wife and I added $1,540.17. And with those purchases, we added just a hair under $50 of dividend income with 49.87 at a yield of 3.24%.
Wow, guys. So in total, between the diplomats right there, again, over $3,000, pretty much at over 90 plus dollars in forward dividend income between both of us here. What did you buy this past week as the stock market was showing red? The crypto winner that is here. What were you buying this past week? Were you adding to your passive income stream? Let us know in those comments, please.
If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, give us that thumbs up. Let's keep going, keep buying those assets. I can't wait to hear what stocks you've been buying lately, everybody.
Stay positive, invest, don't try to time the market. That was Bertha Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.